Here's how to blend acrylics using a wet and wet technique. First, make sure you have the appropriate size brush for the surface that you're blending, then choose your colours, and you're going to need some kitchen roll or a tea towel to dampen your brush like this. Start by adding a good amount of the darkest colour at the top. Then you want to add a bit of white to that same colour to make a lighter version of the colour and add it underneath it. Then blend it with a clean damp brush, and I'm blending up and down using a crossing motion. A spray bottle can help to keep it nice and wet, and you just want to keep repeating that same step, so adding more and more white as you go down, clean and dampen your brush, and blend again with a clean damp brush. Soft blending brushes are really good for getting streaks out. I just used a makeup brush and they're amazing. Then I'm going in there with white at the bottom and blending it upwards with the same technique. I got a weird texture like this because I didn't blend quickly enough. So when that happens, just wait for it to dry and paint over it again, and there you go. Here's an easy sunset painting tutorial using just 3 colours: Process Magenta, Titanium White and Cadmium Yellow. Start by adding the pure Process Magenta at the top and then blend it down using the white. Keep rinsing your brush as you go along because the cleaner and more damp the brush, the better the blend. Now you want to mix a nice pale yellow and add that just on the white bit and blend it up into the pink. Then I just added a bit of magenta to that pale yellow colour to make a nice peach colour, to make a V shape of some mountain, and I added darker magenta at the bottom to make a blended effect. Then I added some pink clouds and made it darker at the top for a bit of shadow. Then I added a sun and some detail in the land and mountains, and that's it.
Hey yo, welcome back to Painting Flowers for Beginners. This is the water lily. First, we're going to start with the lily pad. You're going to take a flat brush like this. On one side of the brush you want your dark green and on the other your light green. I would suggest a thick coat, and if you want you can just gently brush it like that to sort of blend them together on the brush. Alright, so you're going to take your flat brush and you're going to push and wiggle it around in a circle. If you need to move your sketchbook or whatever you're painting on, that's really helpful. And try to keep the inner corner of the brush at the same point as you circle around. If you want to add these little veins, you can, but you don't have to. And again, apply paint to your brush in the same manner for the lilies. And you're just going to push up and then curve back. You can arrange the petals in different patterns and positions to create different angles. And after some practice, you should be able to get stuff that looks a little bit like this. I'm going to be showing you a really easy way to paint lavender. Start with some light green stems. Make these little knobs with some dark green. That's where the leaves come out. Add your leaves, highlight them of course, and you basically go purple polka dots. Start with a darker color and then work a lighter color over top. Honestly, couldn't be simpler. Hey, another flowers for beginners. This is the dahlia. I start with this little blob, right? And then this next part you're gonna do while this is still wet. Paint is applied to the brush just like in all my other flower videos, pretty much. And I'm gonna show a slow-mo real quick of how I do that motion right here. See, there you go. And then you just continue around. The dahlia has very dense and like layered petals. So I just go in each layer and make another set of petals. And then afterward, I went in with a little more burnt colored orange and I just blended it into the base of each petal. This really helped give it some depth that it was lacking previously. I have never painted a dahlia. I don't even think I've ever seen a dahlia before someone requested it. So this was my first time ever painting a dahlia, so please, keep that in mind. But yeah, hope that was some assistance.